So this is going to be Super Lads Man tournament with starter only decks. Let's see, this is going to be round 1. It's going to be my turn first. Alright, let's keep this hand. Start off with a mountain. Hope that we'll draw into another plains to get our skirmishers out. Alright, for now we can only play out the Arsonist. Graph Mold Scavenger. When he has Delirium is going to be a 3-4, but we have no luck with the skirmishers. So let's see what can we pull. A Siegecraft would make our Goblin Arsonist into a 3-4. This is not very optimal. Let's get the Inferno Fist. Hope that we will draw into something good, like another plains. Alright. Okay, we do have a plains. This is good news for us. Let's go ahead and attack. He blocks with the Moldgraf Scavenger, and we get our Skyhunter Skirmisher out. Let's see what happens next. Alright, Fall Emissary. He is going to get a Wretched Griff. If he's going to emerge from the Fall Emissary, then well, he's not going to emerge, he's just going to get rid of one of the Skyhunter Skirmishers. Unfortunately for our opponent, we do have another one. We've got excess of lands here, so let's go ahead and attack. Alright, we get in for 1, then we cast out the Skirmisher. I'm not going to put the Inferno Fist on it, in case our opponent has another removal for it. Probably going to emerge from the Scavenger. Instead it's going to be another Fall Emissary. Alright. So we've got a Twin Bolt. This is actually really good news for us. So we can Inferno Fist onto the Skyhunter Skirmisher. We can even just, although I'm quite sure he's not going to block, just going to Twin Bolt here so that he cannot get additional value from the emerge. We're going to attack with everything. He has 3 card types, which means Delirium is not enabled. And this means we've hit him for 7. And even if he emerges, we do have suppression bonds. So let's see if he has removal for the Skirmisher. If he does, he has quite the high chance of winning. If he doesn't, it can be problematic for our opponent. Right? Does he have removal? No. Well, in this case, let's see. If we use the suppression bonds, we're going to hit for 7 and then 2 damage from the Inferno Fist. Alternatively, he doesn't have any instant speed removals, so we can go for Heliod's Pilgrim. And we can pull out another fist and attack for victory. All right. Good game. We can do better than this, I'm sure of it. Alright, let's keep this. Our opponent is going to play first. Starts off with a Vessel of Nascency. So what we desperately need is another white source, and we got it. Definitely wouldn't say no to some low-cost creatures. Moldgraf Scavenger. Alright. Let's go ahead and skip to our opponent's turn. And hope he doesn't have removal for the Skirmisher. Alright. Let's see which land he's going to... which creature or land he's going to pull. Renegade map. Well, he has Delirium enabled, so quite lucky to get Delirium straight off the bat. Also, 3 power means it's outside of our reprisal attack range. So let's go ahead and get out the Skyhunter Skirmisher. And hope that he doesn't have Bone Splinters in his hand. Gets a Swamp. This might be a very bad sign for us. But we don't really have any other creatures. So our opponent seems to be on a good track so far. Hits for another 3. Enable Delirium quite well. Can also activate Lifelink. Yeah, definitely not so optimal. We get to hit for 6. I didn't cast the Nimbus Wings because there is a possibility that we're going to eat removal. And then I need at least some way to get back into the game. Also, if he's going to emerge, we can have Reprisal. So Reclamation Sage means we will have to sacrifice the Inferno Fist. Question is, who do we hit with it? And I think that right now the possibility is high that we won't be able to deal enough damage, which means we can at least save ourselves from 2. He hits us for 5, and we're in a desperate need of creatures. Alright, that's not really what I had in mind, but This is just what we'll have to roll with. So let's see. All of his creatures have 4 toughness, which means we're not going to be able to do much against them. I can only slightly delay our demise. So let's get the Nimbus Wings on the Arsonist, so that he can at least block the Lurker. But we're not dealing enough damage to offset the lifelink from the Lurker. We can only hope he's going to use something like a Wild Size, so that we can use the Reprisal. But until then, I'm afraid that we won't be able to win. Alright, let's see if we'll get any more juice. Wretched Griff. Well, it's 3 power as well. Even the Healed's Pilgrim is not going to help us much. We'll have to trade. We can make our Goblin Arsonist into a 4/4. Will this be enough though? Let's go ahead and wait. I think we can definitely chump block with Healed's Pilgrim, but I don't really see a way of getting back into the game once he's on 18 and we're on 6. He does have a lot more powerful creatures. We do have 2 reprisals to deal with them, but if he's just going to get a lot of creatures out, we won't be able to win. Well, he has Delirium enabled, which means he can just flip his Kindly Stranger. So yeah, very little chance of actually winning in this game. I mean, I can definitely annoy him, but no mechanism to come back from this. Since there are no hasty creatures in the starter deck, let's just attack for 3. And wait for our demise. Sky Hunter Skirmisher. A little too late, I'm afraid. Alright, this is a good game. Alright, this is going to be our turn. I think we can keep this hand tentatively. Hopefully we'll get another land drop. And won't stop at just 2 lands for the rest of the game. Then we have a chance of winning. Right. Green mana source, let's see if there will be a follow-up. It will be a Renegade map. A Delirium enable for our opponent. Alright, we got ourselves an Inferno Fist. I think we can enchant our Goblin Arsonist to start getting in for some decent damage, at least until our opponent's defenses are up. And then, once our Flaring Flamekin hits the board, we can enchant him with the Nimbus Wings, make it into a 5/6 creature with flying and trample. Our opponent does have Reclamation Sages though. Alright. Vessel of Nascency. Let's see if he's going to use his next land drop. Alright, we got another Inferno Fist. No land drops. Alright, well, what can I say? Let's go for it. Since our opponent does not have any blockers, we can get at least some value by sacrificing the Inferno Fists for 2 damage each, even if there is a board stall. He's going to pull a land from the Renegade map, gets a black source, so it might be something like a creature that he's going to play out and then sacrifice. But judging by the island, this is not going to be the case, at least at this particular moment. It's going to be a full Emissary. Alright. Let's see which creature he's going to pull. It's going to be a Reclamation Sage. Fair enough. Alright, we got ourselves an Expedition Envoy that we can use. We can get rid of the Emissary and hit for 3. And I'm still waiting for that third land. This Inferno Fist is going to get destroyed by the Reclamation Sage. But we did bring our opponent down to 9, which is a decent situation to be in. We just need this one more land, and I hope it won't be too late and our opponent will not gain removal for the Flaring Flamekin. But of course, this is definitely a possibility. Let's not delay. He will probably block the Expedition Envoy, but will still bring our opponent down to 8. Bringing us this much closer to victory, hopefully. Let's see if there will be removal. There is a lifelink enabler. Let's see if there will be a sacrifice. Instead it's going to be a Moldgraf Scavenger. So decent creatures, but no Delirium enabled. Although by sacrificing the vessel, I'm quite sure he can come up with something. Let's see, what do we have here? So, if we enchant the Flaring Flamekin, we can also give him 2 more attack, which means he will be 5/7. Yep, and then sacrifice the Goblin Arsonist. Looks like this can be a little damage. Let's go ahead and attack. You can still block with the Scavenger, in which case this is not going to be lethal. Alright. Let's go ahead and pump the Flaring Flamekin. Get in for 7. Let's see if he has removal for the Flamekin. Because he does have a mechanism to survive if he's going to use the lifelink all the time. He uses telling time, has 4 mana available, can still pull some removal to sacrifice his creature and to get rid of the Flaring Flamekin. We'll also have Delirium enabled very soon, it seems. 3 card types. Alright, Wretched Griff means he's going to emerge. Not the Wretched Griff. Is it going to be something else? Because we do have the suppression bonds to deal with big creatures that might be a problem for us. Alright. Which creature he is going to emerge from? It's going to be the Lurker. He gets 1 black mana. Let's see. Bone Splinters? No. Well, I guess this is it. Let's go for suppression bonds. And since he cannot really block, this is game. I'd like to thank my opponent Hogwallop for the matches, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.